Hi, I'm Scott Kline. I am Vice President of the National Housing Trust and Senior Vice President of NHT Enterprise. I wanted to be a veterinarian because I really loved dogs. And as I got older, I realized that there was a lot of science involved with becoming a veterinarian. And I also realized that you have to work on cows and horses and farm animals. And so I wasn't so sure about that. And then there was the whole blood thing. And so, I'm still kicking it around, but I think it might not be in the cards for me. Well, for one, I think that depends on what your definition of success is. And I think that, at least for me, the definition of success is having a positive impact on your family, on your friends, on society. And in order to do that, I think you need strong communication skills, and I think you need patience. You need to be able to listen, you need to be able to hear other people, you need to be able to see the world through their lens, and you need to be able to explain to them where you're coming from and have them view the world through your lens. And it's only that back and forth where you can reach solutions and make those impacts. I also think that you need patience, and that means that you don't need to solve the problem within the first meeting necessarily or the first conversation. It's a process, and that means having a meeting, having a conversation, setting it aside, going away, thinking about it, thinking about what you heard, and then going back to the conversation. And so I really think it's about communication and patience. I have two. First is the people that I work with. It's incredible that we have a group of such caring, smart, witty people all in one place. Everyone here, regardless of what their job is completely dedicated to our mission. And a day doesn't go by that I don't learn something, and a day doesn't go by that I don't laugh here at the office. The second thing that I really enjoy about my job is how it's so multifaceted. You are a lawyer, you're a little bit of an architect, you're a little bit of a contractor. There are so many disciplines that you bring together in the real estate development arena that you're kind of like a movie producer. And so you're not necessarily an expert in all of these things, but you get to play as one, and it never gets boring. That would be eat. But that wouldn't matter if it was New York or Chicago or Minneapolis or Kissimmee. I just like to eat. So whichever city I'm in, that's what I like to do the best. Specifically here in Washington, I love the architecture, and I love walking around and seeing some of the older style buildings, but also how they're mixed together with some of the new contemporary stuff. And that's one of my favorite things really to do. Besides walking around the monuments and doing the touristy things, I like looking at the architecture. My hope for our industry is that we can get back on the political agenda. Affordable housing isn't necessarily sexy. It doesn't get onto anyone's political platform. It's not talked about within campaigns. And it's so important. And we know how important it is in terms of improving lives and improving education, improving wealth, improving every aspect of society. And yet it doesn't make it onto the campaign trail, and it doesn't get talked about. So my hope for our industry is that we can figure out a way to get people talking about affordable housing again. If I could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, I think I'd have to pick pizza. I can eat a lot of pizza and not get tired of it. And in fact, having 3 kids and doing activities after school, at nights, and on the weekends, I think there were weeks when I ate nothing but pizza. And that was okay. I could deal with that. Oh, I would be Bugs Bunny, because Bugs Bunny is smart and funny and witty, and Bugs Bunny always wins. And so that's who I would want to be. I'd have to go with Tiny Elephant. I mean, a tiny elephant would still be cute. It would be lovable. I mean, a giant hamster? I mean, you're basically a monster. Who wants to be that? Not me. I'll be a tiny elephant.